Did you know your breath can heat your body in the snow, relieve chronic pain, calm an anxious mind, and even help you avoid illness? I didn't either, until I read the book The Wim Hof Method by Wim Hof, which contains the majority of the powerful techniques I reveal in this video. You can get the book from the top of the description. In this video, I'll uncover how ancient masters wielded the breath's hidden power, 11 powerful breathing techniques with many different benefits and uses, and how modern explorers like Wim Hof, plus yogic and Taoist traditions, have revived them. Stick around until the end so you don't miss the breathing technique that can help you avoid illness. Disclaimer: this is for informational purposes only and not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult a qualified health provider with any medical concerns. The forgotten ancient wisdom of breath. For over 3,500 years, from India's Vedic yogis to China's Taoist masters and Greece's athletes, breath was revered as the gateway to strength, clarity, and healing. Even ancient Egyptian priests understood the power of breath, linking it to life force, healing, and spiritual awakening. Some rituals were so sacred they were carved into temple walls alongside chants and energy practices. Yet somewhere along the way, this wisdom was lost or hidden. This is until one man who became very viral, driven by a quest to reconnect with these ancient secrets, brought many breathing techniques to life and backed them by science. Speaking of that man, let me introduce Wim Hof and the powerhouse of techniques he revealed in his book. Again, link in the description. Wim Hof and why his methods matter. Dubbed the Iceman, Wim Hof isn't just a daredevil. He's living proof that breath and cold exposure can rewrite your physiology. Over the past 2 decades, Hof has claimed as many as 26 Guinness World Records, including the fastest barefoot half marathon on ice and snow, 2 hours, 16 minutes, 34 seconds. Furthest swim under ice, no fins, no mask, 57.5 metres. Longest full body ice contact, he's broken his own record 15 times, peaking at 44 minutes. But perhaps his most startling result came from a Radboud University study. First Wim and then 12 participants that he trained were injected with E. coli endotoxin, and not one of the total of 13 fell ill. In contrast, out of 240 that were untrained volunteers, every single person developed fever, chills, headaches, and severe flu-like symptoms. And in over 16,000 similar endotoxin studies, everyone experienced strong reactions except these 13 under Hof's protocol. His book, The Wim Hof Method, gathers these and dozens of other protocols, many distilled from ancient yogic, Taoist, and shamanic practices, into one accessible system backed by real-world records and peer-reviewed science. Now let's explore these 11 different techniques so you can pick the perfect one for your goal, whether that's energy, mood, pain relief, stress control, and more. The 11 breathing techniques. And first up, the most important technique in the entire system. And this is the technique Wim Hof used in the clinical study where he was injected with E. coli and where he ended up showing up with no symptoms, and scientists and doctors were all shocked. Basic Wim breathing. Here are a few of the many benefits. Boosts energy, strengthens immunity, alkalizes the body, clears the mind, and that's just the start. And this one technique is so powerful, I actually made a video on just that, where I dive deeper into it and explain everything. The full playlist where all the videos I've made on this book will be on screen at the end, so you can then choose that video. And like a pro tip, the best time to do this is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. If you want to do this technique, then it's either in the book or you can follow a guided step-by-step breathing on YouTube. It has about 100 million views now, I think. It's just called Wim Hof Basic Breathing. Now let's move on to the next one, number 2, Wim Protocol Basic Mindset Exercise. This one is to achieve stillness, peace, and to be calm. It builds mental focus, resilience, and intention. When you use it is before cold exposure, during cold exposure, workouts, or just challenging tasks. The next one, number 3, Wim meditation. This one is for deep calmness, mental clarity, and stress relief. So this is best during stressful times or like at the end of the day or before you sleep. Next one, and this is quite an insane one, again, Wim protocol, power breathing for endurance. Now Wim Hof, it says it in the book, and I don't know the exact names of people, but he's trained professionals in martial arts and several other sports, and he's actually helped them get the edge on opponents because it can help you enhance stamina and oxygen efficiency. And it's actually, after you do it, people have said that they can increase whatever they've done, so say push-ups, by 30%, which is a huge edge on competition if they aren't doing that too. So it's especially good for endurance kind of sports like running or cycling. Another really powerful one is breathing for pain regulation. This one raises pain threshold and aids recovery. I've tried this a few times and I don't know if I'm doing it correct or if I need to do it constantly, but it does actually feel better instantly after you've done it. But then I guess you forget about it and then later on you notice your pain's there again. But like I say, I don't do it often, which you're probably meant to. I've done it 3 times across many months. Next one, number 6, breathing for mood regulation. So this one's benefits is rapid mood improvement and anxiety relief. So literally you can completely switch how you feel in an instant by doing this breathing. So if you're feeling down or have anxiety, then do this. Number 7 is breathing for stress control. So this one's benefits, it actually scientifically reduces cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and therefore reduces your stress. So obviously this is really good for when you're feeling stressed. If you're wondering how to do each of these step by step, every single technique is laid out clearly and has extra information describing everything, how to do it, in the book, again called the Wim Hof Method, in the description. I'm not going to reveal them all in this video because it'd take forever, and I'm not going to actually show you the breathing because you can find that on YouTube, other people that are actually professionals in breathing. Now let's go further back to ancient wisdom. Long before Wim Hof, ancient cultures knew the real power of breath in ways we're only just beginning to rediscover. So here are 4 ancient breathing techniques. Pranayama from India, and I think Wim Hof actually touched on this in his book as well. So the benefits of this is control of life force energy, which in India they call it prana, in China they call it chi. It also helps you achieve mental stillness and can, in the end, help you achieve a spiritual awakening. A popular example is Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing for inner calm. Next is Tummo, Tibetan Buddhists. This one's benefits are inner heat and energy awakening. This is used for cold climates and deep meditation. You've probably seen videos of Tibetan Buddhists sat in mountains in the snow just breathing and they're fine. And a fun fact, the Dalai Lama confirmed monks using Tummo could dry wet sheets on their backs in freezing cold. Number 10, humming breath. Ancient Egypt and India. The benefits of this is nitric oxide boost, relaxation and sinus cleansing. This one's for stress relief, pre-sleep or grounding, and I'll actually explore some deeper benefits just after these techniques. The next technique and the final one, number 11, ocean breath, Ujjayi, and this is yogic. This one's benefits are focused attention and nervous system regulation. This one's used during yoga, breath control, or long meditations. And lastly, a bonus one from Wim Hof, which I am just thinking about. There's even a breathing technique for getting warm called the Wim Hof way to get warm. This one heats up your body internally, and he used this when he did all his cold exposure world records, and I've actually used this and I can say it does actually work. Ancient twists and hidden layers. Remember that humming breath technique from earlier? There's actually some extra benefits that is why this technique was so powerful and used in ancient times. The subtle vibration that happens when you hum doesn't just calm your breath, it stimulates your vagus nerve. And again, Wim Hof mentions this in the book, so literally everything I've talked about will be in the book. So if you want to learn more about it, definitely get the book, top of the description. So stimulating your vagus nerve shifts your body into rest and digest rather than fight or flight. So this lowers your heart rate, eases anxiety, supports digestion, and some people say it even helps awaken your third eye by resonating near the pineal gland. In deep meditation, it sharpens your awareness. In daily life, it's your reset switch. And for those that are really pushing their limits, there's even techniques for altitude. So people that are trying to climb high mountains, there's like 3 different ones I think, which helps you adapt to the altitude a lot easier because it boosts your red blood cells, improving oxygen efficiency and enhancing mental clarity. So these aren't just ancient secrets anymore, as Wim Hof has used them to break many records, which proves their efficiency. So whether you're calming your nerves or climbing mountains, literally, your breath already holds the blueprint. Now I challenge you to search up what I told you earlier on YouTube, the Wim Hof breathing method, about 100 million views. Do that in the morning and then in the comments tell me what you find, because everyone has different benefits or feelings while doing it. And if you've already done it, then also just let me know in the comments how you felt or what happened. If you learnt something new, please like and subscribe to keep learning. If you know anyone that's interested in this kind of content, then please share this to them, as it really helps me out. If you want to watch any of my other videos on this book, then the playlist will be on screen now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. And remember, stay positive even when it seems everything is against you.